great outdoors. I'm sure by now that you've realized that one of my most popular places, one of the places I really enjoy going to do our videotaping, is Big Bend Wildlife Sanctuary. And it's not just the animals. I love the hawks and the owls and all the raccoons and all the animals that go in there. I really, really enjoy. But it's not just them, it's the people. People like John and Terry Morris, whose hearts are gigantic. Mel and Dia, and all the other volunteers that give in their time and precious energy to help save these little tiny innocent animals. I mean, it's very, very tough to raise baby birds unless you're a mother bird. And then it may be a little bit easier, but still, they don't have 100% success rate either. These girls take each and every one of these birds personally, and they lose some, and you can see the pain in their faces and in their hearts when they do lose one. Any of the animals that pass, it's hard on everybody. It's hard on me. I really, really hate going there on a day where one of the animals has passed on. And I was glad I wasn't there the day that the baby eagle passed. And really, I've never been there when any of the animals have passed, but I hope it stays that way, because I'm just a big chicken, or I'm all heart, and I'd be crying and all kinds of stuff. But I say that only because I'm just so proud of the time and the effort and the love that goes into trying to save each and every one of these animals and birds and so forth that goes on, especially now, because they're probably realizing now just how much John really does do and how important he is to the organization, because John has been incapacitated for 2 weeks now. He had a hip replacement, and he has not been at Big Bend Wildlife, and you can tell that everybody misses him. And Terry is, she has to be there with the animals and with the volunteers, and she wants to be home with John and helping him out. You know, and the faster he gets back to full recovery, the easier it will be with everybody. And I just want to say, John, hurry up and get well. All the girls sure do miss you. He used to make a noise, but I don't even making that noise anymore. Isn't he a handsome bird? He's just such a handsome, handsome, handsome bird. Very pretty. The girls do over there, they depend on you to build the cages and help them feed the animals and go out and capture the ones that need to be captured. They had a problem with Rocky. You know, Rocky, the 14-year-old raccoon. Well, he's in this new cage that John built, and it's a beautiful cage, by the way. This guy could make millions just building cages and things. But Rocky has been around long enough to know that there is no cage in this country that can hold Rocky the raccoon. And he got out, and of course his cage was in the big flight pen, and Bullet and the two barred owls and Lucky were all in this big flight pen, and they were up in the top and were sleeping or whatever, and they like woke up and found this big old raccoon sleeping right next to him. And I guess Miss Terry said they all freaked out and went crazy, and they had to actually put the birds back in the little smaller pens, and they moved Rocky down to the cage down by the river. And well, that cage didn't hold him either. So it was back to the drawing board. So he was brought back in and waiting for John to build a rocky-proof cage. Well, these are just some of the cute things that go on over there. It's not always the high pressure, everything's going to die attitude or atmosphere. Hey, Crackle. Do the crackle. Ooh. And of course, this is Bullet and Lucky. They's here. They're getting better, getting better. They're good boys. This is Lucky. Uh-oh, here come Mama. Nope. Can you do that? Huh? Did you see how Bullet took off? You do it. You do it, Luck. Go ahead, take off. Fly. Fly, buddy. Fly. You can fly. Come on. Come on. Let's see you fly. Come on. Please. Please. Bullet can fly like crazy. Huh, buddy? Such good babies. Such good babies. Such good babies. Great, and I say we because I feel a part of Big Bend Wildlife Sanctuary. And if you ever need to be a part of something, Big Bend is probably one of the best places in my book to become a part of. And we have a lot of things coming up when John gets back. I mean, they're going to have a grand opening. We're going to have a meet and greet at Walmart. And there are just so many great things that are in the works that we're just kind of on hold for John and getting settled and set up and a routine. And believe me, these girls have a routine. And Terry is just so patient with all of them in teaching them on how to care for these animals. I've seen so much change in the girls. Flower, she's the skunk when she's not having a tantrum today. She's happy. She's in her dirt playing. Huh, Flower?
She's emaciated. I would think she's been hit by a car. She's got a bad front leg and a bad back leg. But she was starving to death too. She's had babies. Her nipples were...
Nobody knows where the babies are, huh?
No. As bad a shape as she was in, I'm sure they're gone.
We're going to introduce you to a new skunk who is not in very good condition. She is emaciated. She has had babies. The babies are lost. We have no idea where the babies went. She is on the critical and endangered list. She may be one that we lose. We have another horned owl who looks to be in pretty good condition. Knock on wood, you never know with these animals. We have the first fawn of the season. This fawn still has its spots. It has a punctured trachea and some other wounds on his body where he had been attacked by 2 large German shepherds. Now, you know, those mean dogs, but that's just an act of nature. I don't think these dogs were sick on this little creature. It's just that dogs will hunt. They're canine, they're animals. And this poor fawn was just the recipient of some bad luck. Oh, you look healthier though than the other one.
Yeah, they thought it was a baby. They thought it had a compound fracture, and it was healing. It was just so
Pretty bird. Where'd you get him at?
He came from Impala. The lady who's brought me other animals in the past they saw him, they heard him crying out in the field behind their house. And they looked out there, and 2 German Shepherds and the wallflowers on ever since I got him last Saturday. But today he did. He walked out of the and this morning, didn't you, bud? You didn't see where the teeth and his claws were. Well, all his injuries are internal.
So how do you take care of something like that?
It has to seal itself off. Otherwise, not gonna do it, huh?
How old is this one, do you think?
Fawn, he's about 3 to 4 weeks old. He's early. I was shocked when they told us about it. We normally don't get him until July and August. Oh, sorry, Salty. She's just in another world today.
In another world, pretty girl. Pretty girl. What a pretty girl. What a pretty girl. There you go. There you go. What's my name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Usually if Salty's sleeping, she's licking him. She's sleeping, Salty's licking her. Raccoon chatter. Jesus, weather's out here. His tail looks real good right now. I'm gonna let him go out here.
The other ones are gone?
Mm-hmm. Well, the other little ones with their tails missing. We released them. Got the original 7 of them.
I got 2 baby barred owls plus Crash. Crash is still there. Every time we think he's getting ready to be released, he has a setback. He gets out in that flight pen and he won't eat. And it's, you know, hit and miss on getting these birds to find out, or being able to find out what is wrong with why they can't or why they won't do this or do that. I think we're going to plan B. We've talked about that later, and we won't tell you about any of the, it's not a secret, but anyway. So, you know, we've got, let's see, what else do we have? That fawn, and there is a raccoon there that has taken a liking to this fawn, and they sleep together and they care for each other, and that's going to be a story on its own.
Wow. 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 I'm hungry now, Mom. I'm hungry now, Mom.
I hope you enjoy our show. I hope if you have any suggestions or know of other places that could use our help or would be enjoyable to air, just let me know. Leave a note you can send me an email at any one of the Great Outdoors Productions or .com, or on Facebook, or there's just a ton of ways that you can get in touch with me and leave your information and your suggestions. If you'd like to be in a show, you know, if you think you can become the narrator, I gotta tell you that I'll give you a weekly raise. You start out at 0 and you'll work your way up to 00 and 000 because we do not have an income. Anything that we produce, any money that goes into these productions comes out of my pocket, and that's the way it's set up. That's what I want. This is a gift to God for the blessings that He's given me in my life, and I don't want money for it. I want people to use my services to further their organizations. They have to be nonprofit organizations, like Big Bend Wildlife Sanctuary, then churches, schools, any type of organization that's not for profit and has some kind of values. I mean, animal rescues, anything like that. If you have a business and you think you would like to get some video work done by Great Outdoors Productions for your business, your nonprofit organization or whatever, leave me a note. I'll tell you if it fits into our criteria. And if it does, we'll gladly come out, shoot the video. We'll get permission to use whoever you want to put in the video. Believe me, it doesn't have to be me. You know, I have to be out front of the camera, have to be behind the camera. I have to take care of the lighting and the sound and 20 other things all at the same time when we shoot this. Now I've got lighting, cameras, sound, and it's just me. So yeah, I'd love to have somebody be able to do the narrations and things, and I can run the camera and the equipment. It comes out a lot better. I can do a lot more things with it, and probably looks a lot better too. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you and tell you about Big Bend Wildlife Sanctuary, and enjoy the show. Thank you.